fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to share with you my most recent finish, which is Moonbeam by Craftibly. I have to say, this is one of my favorite kits that I've done this year, and also one of my favorite kits that I've done ever. I love the way this one turned out. I love the colors in it. I like the ABs that were in it. And I'm just super excited about how it turned out. I am going to be framing this one, but I wanted you guys to see it. And I've taken some close-up footage so that you guys can see what the drills look like close-up. Again, as always, my drill work is not perfect. Everything is not perfectly straight. But once you step away from it like you are here, you can't really tell. And I think it turned out so super well. I'm so happy with it. When I bought this kit, I thought it was a mermaid, first of all, me jumping in, but I love the blues in her hair. I think that is such a nice contrast with the red of the owl and the red of the big butterfly. And then the moon behind her and the two crescent moons on each side. You've got little dragonflies kind of dotted all over the canvas, everywhere. You've got butterflies everywhere, and then of course all of these gorgeous roses down all throughout the bottom, plus all of the petals kind of flying off everywhere else. This kind of cotton candy pink in the flowers here and the red roses is my absolute favorite color. Love this one. This one came with 2 crystals and I think 5 ABs. So let me zoom in and I'll show you where some of all the pretties ended up. So you can see here in this big butterfly, there's one of the crystal drills. And then there are this light pink AB. There's actually 2 ABs. There's a light pink and then a slightly darker pink one that is on all of these little petals and throughout the roses, and some here on the owl. You can see some of the darker pink right here. I think they turned out so well. I love all of the butterflies. You can see in her face right here. This is some of the only 310, was her eyebrow, her eyelashes, and then the eyes of the owl. I think her skin turned out really great. I'm really happy with the skin tones of that. You can see the white AB here in her hair. There is also a green AB. You can see some of that here in this butterfly. But it was a nice mix of confetti and multi-placing. So you can see here kind of this background, all of this kind of dark blues, all of that sections were multi-placing. Contrasted nicely with the crescent moons and the lighter colors there. Again, you can see we've got this dark purple crystal and then we've got this pink crystal here. So those were the 2 crystals. You can see this kind of green AB on the outlines pieces of this butterfly and some inside the wings. There were 2 different kind of blue and pink or blue and green ABs that got used here. This butterfly down here, this purple butterfly, I think had most of the purple crystals, the most purple crystals in it. I think that turned out really well. Again, for me, this is one of these kits that you end up kind of doing all these little vignettes. So you have this big butterfly here. You have this little butterfly here in the corner. You've got these 2 butterflies, you know, the moon, all of the roses. This one I started at the bottom left and kind of worked my way across. So you've got a little dragonfly here, and then you've got this big butterfly here. And again, it's got those kind of greenish blue ABs in it. But I just think it turned out so well. I'm so happy with it. You can see her skin here. Close up, it does look a bit strange, but when you zoom out, I think they did a really good job of kind of doing the highlights and getting the, you know, the darker of colors of her back, and especially her hand here where it's touching the owl. And I think her face turned out really amazing as well. So I'm super happy with it. I love Craftibly's drills. They are acrylic drills, not resin, but they're still really amazing and I'm super happy with them. This was such a dream to do, again, after a kit that I had been struggling with, but I just love Craftibly, and I knew I was going to be happy doing the kit, not only with Craftibly and the quality of the canvases, the symbols, the drills, but just the image itself. Something about this color palette just speaks to me. I really love the kind of blues and whites and teals of her hair against kind of the reds and everything else. And then all of these gorgeous flowers down here at the bottom with all the butterflies and dragonflies kind of mixed in. I think it's just really, really pretty. Now, in the B-roll footage that I took where I was doing some close-ups of it, if you see some missing drills, don't worry, I did go back and fix them. That is something I always forget to do, is once I finish a kit, to go back, because I don't use a light board when I'm diamond painting most of the time. I do grab it and kind of go, or I'll hold it up to a light, hold the canvas up to a light. That's what I did with this one. I'll just turn on my studio lights and I'll hold the canvas up and I can see where there's any holes where I've missed drills. I think I missed 3 drills on this one. So I think I did pretty good, only missing 3 hole drills out of all of however many drills are on this canvas. That was something I thought of too. I wonder if I went back and looked at how many kits I've finished, if I could figure out like a lifetime, how many drills I've actually placed over my lifetime. Because like, you know, drills or canvases this size, you're talking tens of thousands of drills, and over how many finishes that I've done over the past, you know, 3 or 4 years that I've been diamond painting. Anyway, just a random thought. But yeah, super happy with this one. Okay, so I want to show you how many of the ABs are left, and I want to show you my trash. So let me go grab those and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the drills that I have left over, and I've got my trash drills in here. But you can see I've got some of the crystals, those crystals left. I've got some of these crystals left. And then of all the ABs, some of them I actually have quite a bit left. So there's a ton of this color left. Some of them I didn't have a ton to start out with, but there's one of the kind of teal. The green doesn't have very much, but then again, this other pink, I've got almost a whole bottle of this left. Some 210, and then of course, I have some of the white left. But I didn't get close to running out of any of the colors. I had plenty of drills to finish everything. Again, I just love it. This is my absolute favorite color. You can see they've still got a bit of static in them. I don't know why. They weren't that staticky when I was working on the kit, but I really love this kind of cotton candy color. That was my favorite one out of all of them. And for the size of this canvas, I did not have a ton of trash. This is one of the small Bella trays, so you can see it kind of fits in the palm of my hand. And this is all of the trash that I had. I did have some, you can see like this one on the bottom here where there was a bit of some overhang. Some ones that were not completely fully formed, like this one right here, some just trash pieces that were broken. Some of these there wasn't anything wrong with them. They were in the wrong color, so that all just gets thrown in my trash as well. A few ABs that I either stuck in the wrong place or they didn't have coating on them or something. But yeah, not a ton of trash at all for as large as this kit is, and super happy that I'm going to have all of these extra ABs left over, because that means I can put them on another project. And I love Craftibly. It actually gives me the DMC code instead of some weird code so that I have to figure out, you know, whatever their own code is that I'm using or whatever. I probably won't save the crystals just because there's not as many left and I don't really need that many. Some of these where I have like some but not a lot, these I will put in a little baggie to kind of gift on to somebody in a random act of kindness. But yeah, just ecstatic overall with how this one turned out. Let me get all of this stuff out of the way and I'll be right back with some final thoughts. So I know it's a bit of a weird angle to look at it from here, but because this kit is so big, I wanted to look at it from a different angle. I've got my camera pointed down as much as I can on the dining room table. I know it's still at a bit of an angle, but anyway, I just wanted you guys to see how amazing this was. Now, this Craftibly measured it at 30 by 20. It said 30 by 20 inches. Now, when I went to go measure it, because I was going to buy 30 by 20 is a pretty standard poster size frame, and I could have just ordered one of those, but when I measured it drill to drill, because I'm one of those people, like I spent all this time putting these drills on, I don't want to have to cut off a drill. So drill to drill edge measurements, it actually ends up being 30 1/4 by 20 1/4. So I did manage to find an inexpensive 31 by 21 frame on Amazon that I am going to order. Hopefully that means this will fit in it perfectly. There'll be a little bit of an overhang, but that's okay. The 1/4 inch, I don't know if I'm gonna leave the washi tape on it because the blue kind of matches and will be a little bit hidden. I don't know if the symbols on the washi tape will show or not, we'll see. I'm hoping I get lucky and that 1/4 inch is gonna be cool, but we'll see. Either way, or I may try that trick where I just use the alcohol and take all of the, or the, not alcohol, the fingernail polish remover and remove all of the kind of ink off of the canvas and just leave it white. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.